Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about overloaded na operators. So the multiple use of an operator is called operator na overloading. And well, we know that arithmetic na operators are often used for more than one purpose. So for example, if we have a plus na operator, if depending on the kind of operand, it is going to perform the operation. So if let's say we have two integers, then it's going to add two integers. If we have two floating point na mga values, then it's going to add two floating point na values. If we have an integer and also a floating point, one must be converted first in order for you to perform the operation. Diba? So an operator can be used multiple times depending on the operand as well. So in some languages, like for say, let's say in Java, the plus na operator can also be used for string concatenation. And in languages that, let's say in Python, it's also possible that you use the plus operator to add array with a scalar na value. Okay? In which na, if I'm not mistaken, you are going to add that scalar na value to every element in your array. But you just have to double check that. But yes, so it depends on the operand. Okay. And also another example, say we have this and na operator, di ba? So if we have two operands here, it's usually used for bitwise na and. However, if it has only one operand, then it's used as an address na operator. Okay? And then let's say the multiplication operator. So the multiplication operator can be used for binary multiplication like A times B, but it can also be used for pointers as the unary indirection operator. Like for example, this certain expression. Okay, so that's an example of operator and overloading. However, there are also some drawbacks here. So like for example, um, if we use the same symbol for two completely na unrelated na operations, then it could be detrimental to readability. And also, like for example, supposedly gusto mong gawin na mag bitwise AND ka na operation. However, nagka-typing error ka, tapos nakalimutan mo ilagay yung first na operand. So, naging AND tapos some variable na lang siya. However, because of the operator na overloading, hindi makikita ng compiler mo na meron kang error or like bitwise AND pala yung ginagawa mo because it's possible for you to be having the AND operator and followed by some operand. Okay? So such an error may be difficult to diagnose. And also, there are a lot of programmers then who are kind of abusing the operator and overloading. So I hope you won't do that in your programming the languages. Okay? And then type na conversion. So another na design issue that we have is, does the language allow user-defined operator? What mode mixing is allowed in expressions rather? Okay? So for example, is it allowed for you to add uh, an integer and a floating point? Or is it possible for you to add an array with an address? Is it possible for you to add a double with another character? So that depends on the language, di ba? Ano yung mga legal na mga operations? Ano yung mga operations na pwede mong i-mix match, di ba? So we have what we call a type na conversions. And we have two types, the narrowing and also the widening na conversion. So sa narrowing conversion, it converts a value to a type that cannot store even approximations of all the values of the original na type. So for example, you have an integer a, and then you have a double na pi, and then the value of a is parang tinypecast mo na pi na value. Okay? So it converts kumbaga yung pi na to na value into an integer. So essentially, yung kukunin niya lang would be 3, di ba? So, kumbaga nina-narrow down mo yung pwede niya mang store. And then sa widening na conversion naman, it converts a value to a type that can include at least approximations of all the values of the original type. So for example, you have an int a which is equal to 37. Tapos, we declare a double b, and then b is equal to the double of a. So what we're doing is winawiden natin yung um, approximations of this integer na value 37. So because we are using double, so we have a bigger na size for this. However, in many na language implementations, like although na let's say meron kang integer tapos to-convert mo siya into a floating point na conversion. So that, di ba, that's an example of a widening conversion. However, some precision may be lost. So for example, in many cases, since the integers are stored in 32 bits, tapos this allows, well, 9 decimal digits of precision. However, for floating point values, it's also stored in 32 bits, di ba? Yung floating point. Pero, meron kang, sa floating point na yan, na 32 bits, meron kang one sign bit, tapos, di ba, meron kang ina-assign for the exponent, which is 9 bits, and then the rest, 23 na bits, yun yung for the fraction. So, essentially, because of that, um, mga 7 decimal digits of precision na lang yung kaya niyang store. So, even if meron kang widening na conversion, ang integer to floating point na widening, it can still result to a loss of 2 digits of precision. Okay? So, well, we do have implicit na type conversions, and a mixed mode na expression is one where an operator can have operands of different types. And coercion is an example of an implicit na type conversion. And if you remember in our discussion on the weak type and also strong type na languages, the more weak type it is, the more na prone yung language mo na mag-perform ng mga implicit na mga coercions. Okay? So, for example, we have int a, and then we have float b, c, t. And then if we have b is equal to b times a, in which na, let's say nagkamali ka lang, dapat b times c ito, pero a yung nalagay mo. Pero this will not generate any error because this operation is legal. B times a is legal. So what it does is, since D has higher na precision, magpe-perform siya ng widening na conversion. So, B times the float of A. So, i-implicitly convert niya si A into a float. So, the C-based na languages naman, for example, have integer types that are smaller than the integer types. So, for example, we have, then the int type. So, sa Java naman, meron tayong byte at short. So, dito, operands of all these types are being coerced into integers whenever virtually any operator is applied to them. So for example, we have byte of A, B, and C. And then if we are performing B plus C, si B, which is a byte, i-convert niya muna into integer. Similarly, si C, i-convert niya din into integer until pati si A ay para ma-perform mo yung addition ng operation. And if you remember in our discussion sa previously, yung if you apply any operator, like for example, unary na addition or unary na minus operator sa isang byte or short, kino-convert niya into an integer. Diba? Okay, so some more na example. Pero in some languages, like for example in Ada, it does not really permit mixed mode na expressions and forces the programmer to employ explicit type na conversion. So for example, if you have an A which is an integer and similarly B, C, D na float, if we perform B times A, this will not be legal because you have to explicitly state that A should be float. Okay? So, it's not legal in ADA. So, it's very strongly na type na language. So, di ba, sinabi natin na, well, pag weakly type na languages, mas prone siya to conversion. Di ba, si Java, meron din naman siyang conversion, di ba? Like, for example, from integer to float. So, paano natin nasasabi na, na strongly type language pa din siya? Kasi, ah, si Java, it's okay for it to coerce some operands into compatible na types. Pero pag hindi compatible yung types or pag unsafe yung conversion, hindi niya ginagawa. Unlike kay C na mas prone siya na mag-perform ng coercion sa mga unsafe na operations. Okay, so for the explicit na type conversions, so most languages provide some capability for performing explicit conversions. In C, it's called typecasting, diba? So, like for example, we want to convert A into a double, so we enclose it into a parenthesis, the type where we want to cast A into. So in Java, in Ada naman, it takes the form of function calls. So for example, we have float of sum. Okay? So what about errors in expression? So discuss natin sa next na recording.